Good morning, guys. Due to some weather issues, so it took some time to upload this video. So today I'll discuss about DSB SC modulator. So in previous class we have already discussed about DSB SC modulation. So that was the technique. Now today I will discuss about the device through which that technique will be processed. So this device is known as modulator. The device which gives you modulated wave or modulated signal is known as modulator, as we know in previous classes. So DSB-SC modulator is divided into, according to their working principle and circuit design, DSB-SC modulator is divided into two categories. First one is using simple modulator circuit, that is AM modulator circuit. We are going to design the DSB-SC modulator, and that modulator is known as balanced modulator. Balanced modulator. And the other one, the circuit or other one device, modulator device, is designed with the base of or with the working principle of diode. This modulator circuit or this modulator is known as ring modulator. Ring modulator. Ring modulator. So DSB-SC modulator is of two types: balance modulator and ring modulator. In the balance modulator, the first we will move further to the balance modulator. The balance means we have to balance two units at a time. So that's why it is balance modulator. So suppose I am giving x of t, and I am dividing this x of t into two parts, that is x1t and x2t. So x1t and x2t I have to balance. So to balance this, I follow the condition, that is x1t equal to x2t. But if x1t and x2t will be in same polarity, then the equation or the signal can't be balanced. So for that purpose, I take minus of x1. So x2t. So now it will be balanced. So same working principle is applicable for balanced modulator. So go to the diagram of balanced modulator. See, this is M of t, that is my message signal, and this is minus M of t, that is image of the message signal, that is minus of M of t. And I am giving a local oscillator which will give the time period. So now I need a carrier signal, and this carrier signal has to be fed into both the modulator circuit. See, this is modulator 1 and this is modulator 2. So whatever is given to a modulator, that quantity or that signal has to be fed in modulator 2 also, but in opposite polarity. That is, if M of t is given to modulator 1, then minus M of t has to be given in the modulator 2. So if 1 is given to modulator 1, then minus 1 is given to modulator 2. So at the end, it will be balanced. So the S1t is the output of AM modulator 1, and S2t is the output of AM modulator 2, and S of t is summation of S1t and S2t. S2T. And here S2T is nothing but minus of M of T into minus of M of T with carrier signal. So whatever the quantity is coming is nothing but your minus S of S2T. So now S1T becomes minus of S2T. So S1T minus S2T is the new S of T. So this is my AM signal or modulated signal, AM signal. Okay, so I have to find this. So now going to the mathematical part, going to the numerical calculation part, my C of T is carrier signal, that is AC cos 2 pi FCT, and M of T is the message signal. So according to the modulation equation, S1T is AC 1 plus KA M of T cos 2 pi FCT, that is equation 1, and S2T is AC 1 plus Ka minus M of T, which will give 1 minus Ka M of T cos 2 pi FCT, that is equation 2. So what is the S of T? That is S1T minus S2T from this equation. From this equation, suppose this is equation A. So from equation A, I can say S of T is the combination of S1T and minus S2T. So now, what will be the value of S of T? That is S1T, that is AC 1 plus KA M of T cos 2 pi FCT minus AC 1 minus KA M of T cos 2 pi FCT. So after the calculation, I will get 2 KA AC M of T cos 2 pi FCT. So you will see that this is the constant term and it is known as scaling factor. Scaling factor. Okay. So now S of T is nothing but your product of carrier signal, that is AC cos 2 pi FCT multiplied with M of T and a scaling factor. So I can write S of T equal to scaling factor multiplied with C of T and M of T. So which is my desired AM, DSB SC. Okay, so by using the balance modulator, we will get the output, which is the product of CT and M of T, having a scaling factor 2Ka, or I can say having a constant factor 2Ka. So this is the output of balance modulator. Now, going to the next type of modulator, ring modulator. See, the ring modulator has 4 diodes. So diode D1, D2, D3 and D4. So even number of diodes according to if you are going for bridge rectifier, you will see that in that case also 4 diodes are working at 4 diodes are working, or the bridge rectifier works with 4 diodes. Similarly, here the ring modulator also is working with 4 diodes, and at a time any 2 diodes will be in the same condition. Okay, so for your easy to perform, I will say at a time I will take the number of the diode in such a way that at a time even or odd number of diodes will work in the same condition. So in this case, the even number of diodes is D2 and D4, and odd number of diodes are D1 and D3. So at a time D1 and D3 will be working in the same condition. Similarly, D2 and D4 will work under same condition. So if D1 is in on condition, so D3 also will be in on condition. So if D1, D3 will be in on condition, then at that time D2 and D4 will be in off condition. Similarly, if D1, D3 will be off condition, then D2 and D4 also will at that time also will be in on condition. And these 4 diodes will be controlled by C of t. This is C of t. That's why C of t is given here. Okay, and C of t is nothing but a pulse signal or carrier signal in this case, and according to my previous previous modulator circuit of switching detector or switching diode or switching modulator, I saw that the C of t has the equation of 4 by pi n minus 1 n minus 1 2n minus 1 cos 2 pi fct 2n minus 1. So this is the equation of my carrier signal. So now what is the output at S of t? Output S of t, this is M of t, and M of t is fed to the ring modulator circuit, and after passing through ring modulator circuit, S of t is given as C of t into M of t. So which is my desired DSP SC amplitude modulated signal. So since you will see that in the previous equation, after a lots of calculation, I am getting C of t and M of t, which is the product. S of t is the product of C of t and M of t. But in this case, in this ring modulator, whenever the message signal is passing through the ring modulator, directly it will be the S of t is the product of M of t and C of t. So it is, that's why it is known as product modulator. So if in examination they will ask about the about the product modulator, don't be confused. The product modulator is same as your ring modulator string. So whatever the working principle of the product modulator is same as your working principle of ring modulator. Okay, so that much for today. So thank you all.